Hi, I'm Kimberly Leopold with Holistic Healthcare Centers. Thank you for listening. If you've been following any of the video blogs, then you know that these blogs have been talking about self-care, gratitude, greeting each moment with an attitude of gratitude, and ways to carve out at least 15 minutes for yourself. Now with the onset of school starting, we're going to really focus on how do you take care of yourself and those that you care for. Many times with the rush of school and the busy mornings, it can be really hard to even find a minute to take care of yourself. So I'm going to offer some suggestions that I've talked with my patients on how can you make that morning routine a little bit calmer, allowing you to also have a little bit of time to yourself to have your cup of tea or coffee. One thing is to pre-pack lunches on the weekends. Many times it gets pretty hectic to try to be able to pack a lunch, get everybody out the door, and get yourself to work or wherever you need to go. So many patients have found that when we've talked about diets and ways to really take care of home life and keep stress low, found that if you pack lunches on the weekends on Saturday or Sunday and really make it a family time, it makes it fun for your kids because they get to help decide what they're eating. And it makes it just a really neat time to spend as a family, and it gets it done with. You're already packed for the whole week, and all you have to do is get the food into the backpack on that day of school, and you're all set. Some food options that are really healthy or at least on the healthier side of kid-friendly food are often peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly generally can be considered very unhealthy. It's bleached flour, it's a lot of sugar, but there's some ways that you can make sure that you're creating a healthy peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You can use whole grain or sprouted bread. You can choose peanut butter with no sugar or oil added, and you can choose a jelly that is strictly fruit and fruit juice concentrate or some sort of fruit juice. You can also choose options like organic cheese and pretzels. If your child, we're talking a lot about nuts, I guess here, if your child can eat nuts, you can choose different kinds of trail mix, and you can forego the M&Ms and the excess salt and make trail mix yourself by getting some dried fruits and adding in some nuts. If your child is sensitive or highly allergic to nuts, then you can avoid all those options, and you can look at things like hummus and pretzels, or you can do just kind of any array of ways to incorporate maybe a little bit of organic soy and soy pods with some fun ranch dressing. Ranch dressing is also something that you can make healthy. You could get organic ranch dressing, and that opens up a whole doorway of making vegetables more fun. It helps carrots become fun because you can dip them in. So there's a lot of ways to incorporate some healthy everyday foods for your kids. You can also, if you want to give them that treat at the end, that cookie or whatever, instead of getting the more commercialized, overly processed cookies, you could go somewhere like Trader Joe's and find something that has a lot less refined food, more of the cane sugar. And there's a lot of options there that offer the treats at the end of the lunch, but are also on the healthier side. By doing this, by kind of really planning ahead, thinking ahead, you then allow your morning to be a little bit less stressful, a little bit more able for you to be able to just kind of take one moment at a time on those mornings. It also might help you plan out your food in general for that week, or your family's food for that week. You might really have a fun time with getting the lunches made ahead of time, that you decide to make a calendar and make a meal plan for the week, and you can get all the food prepped for the most part on that Saturday or Sunday. And it can also be a family affair. So it helps you eat more healthy, stay more organized, and have more family time, which I think every parent or caretaker thrives on. Thank you.